Yo, okay, so we are back. Um, I don't know what happened back there. My OBS kind of just crashed on me. But we are back now. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully, hopefully that does not occur once again. Wait a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I'm gonna try to post this in my Discord server too. What up, Professor? What up, Gypsky? Gypsky? I think that's how you pronounce that. I lowered the goal too to make it fair because three people ended up donating. What up, Dole? Prof, you got Pito surviving the zero hand or is she cooked? It's a good question. I want to say she's cooked, but that's a tough question. If Karapika or any other non user were to fight the Prince with his 10-second time ability, how would they defeat them? Defeat him? The time ability doesn't make him immortal, but I also don't really remember how his ability worked, so I'd have to go back and read it just to like get a refresher. Um, no way the entire Hunter x Hunter fan base is watching the stream. True, all 13 people. So straight hands would probably be the solution. I mean, just destroy him when he's off guard, I guess. Especially Karapika, who can seal people's net away. Castro was stated to be light speed in the anime dub. He might low key blitz mirror him. True. Light speed chop, and Hisoka dodged it too. So Hisoka's cracked. What's your favorite royal guard? I mess with Puth. I like Pito a lot. Pito's really funny. No way the lightspeed chop hit Hisoka. Are you sure? I could have sworn he dodged the lightspeed chop. Are you ranking the Zodiacs? Um, I can try. I can include them, but they are pretty. Most of them are pretty featless. Hisoka was getting his ass beat, but then he did not get hit after he discovered the technique and lost his second arm. Yeah, Hisoka was probably holding back. Are we going to where the manga are right now for the list? Only for a couple things, but most Hunter x Hunter power scaling is before is basically only about the anime. So hopefully it should not spoil too much. If anything, I don't think the only thing I guess that gets spoiled is the fact that Hisoka fights Chrollo. So, and that, like, oh, big surprise. Like, I think everyone knows about that. So, Hisoka fights Chrollo, and then Netero has a son. So, if you don't want to know details about Hisoka versus Chrollo, then I guess leave now. We're going to give it a couple more minutes so that hopefully some more people can tune in. Also, for people that are interested, that want to make their own tier list, I just pinned the template. So if anyone wants to make their own tier list using this template, it's right there. We're gonna wait a little bit longer, about probably 10 more minutes, to wait for some people to join back up. So if anyone has non-Hunter x Hunter related questions to talk about, bring them up now. Laroff. Good one, Shattered. Excited about the new One Punch Man chapter? Oh, what the? wrong with my headset? Well, something about my headset stopped working? Can you all hear me? Chat, chat, chat. Can the chat hear me? I think my headset might be broken. Not broken, but my headset's not working for some reason. Alright, as long as y'all can hear me, I guess. I don't need my headset, I've got my microphone. I guess I'm excited to see where things go this time around, but I'm like also very disappointed that we're going back to late 2023. Basically an entire year of One Punch Man was wasted. So, you know, not super happy about that. Lesser fiction. Potential 5D Saitama gone. 5D I always thought was an exaggeration. But, you know, I mean, I guess it was there. I guess it did exist. What scaling would you like to do to get into in the future? So actually, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you some of the things I'm working on getting into. So, right now I'm reading Kengan Ashura and Baki. I'm gonna do a couple videos based around that. So I have, I want to do Oma versus Baki. And I want to do a couple, like, you know, Baki characters versus type stuff, like maybe like Goku versus Yujiro, martial arts only, Garo versus Yujiro, Garo versus Baki, and then like maybe a Baki top 20 or top 15 or something like that. Then after I'm done reading Baki, I'm gonna read Sakamoto Days. And get into that. Do a couple videos based on that. Probably do, you know, like Sakamoto versus Yujiro. Sakamoto versus Homelander. You know, just a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of good comparisons in Sakamoto Days and Baki for like characters like the strongest, the greatest, you know, blah blah blah, all that type of stuff. And then I'm also this is a weird one, but me and some of my friends are kind of getting into Halo power scaling. Now I'm not gonna like drop a million different videos on Halo, but something that I always thought has been kind of lacking on YouTube is like why has no one tried to rank the Spartans before? You know, and like Halo fans, I don't think Halo fans like are power scalers. You know, there's a couple different kind of Halo fans, and the Halo fans that are power scalers, they are like they're like, yeah, the Flood is higher dimensional, like the Forerunners are like 60 or like, you know, whatever. You get, you know, it's those are the kind of Halo power scalers. But I wanted to do something like more low key and try to rank the Spartans from weakest to strongest. Oh. We're here for the weird scaling. True. So one video that is I'm already like almost done writing the script for it is Master Chief versus Captain America. But I really am interested in ranking the Spartans from weakest to strongest because there's so many interesting things to talk about. Are Hunter x Hunter characters like gonna kill a large town level or multi-city block? Because I see a bunch of calcs for multi-city block, but people say they're large town. I think multi-city block is more consistent. I think Halo power scalers aren't good besides a few. They think Promethean's guns are 5D when this I don't know. Like I said, like I don't really get into that like whole like higher dimensional stuff. Like I'll be honest, the things that I like in Halo, obviously like the games, you know, but like for one, I don't get into like higher dimensional like type power scaling stuff. Like even when like that whole empty void stuff was going on with Saitama, I was like, okay, let's. I was like, I'm gonna take a step back and wait and think this through before I say that like Saitama's trash or something. Um. So I'm just like, you know, I'm not interested in like 5D and higher type stuff. I'm more like, you can kind of tell from my channel too. I'm more into like grounded things like One Punch Man, Hunter x Hunter, JJK. You know, like people that destroy like a big chunk of a town and they're like, whoa, so powerful. Like that's my cup of tea. Um, Grounded is better, I think. I think so. I think it's more fun to talk about. At least just for me. Um, that's why I'm doing Master Chief versus Captain America too, because like that's as grounded as it gets. Outside of like John Wick levels or like real life, um, like that's as grounded as I've gotten, I think at least. And how does Hisoka defend against Zeno's Dragon Dive? Dragon Dive is like basically moves in slow motion. Dragon Dive like moves in slow motion compared to people like Knuckle and Base Gone. It's not gonna hit him. Augustine back in with the 50 ARS. I still don't know what ARS is. Um, um, YouTube is telling me it's 5 cents. Um, so thank you for the 50 ARS though. Still, Augustine, it's much appreciated. Marina can beat Meruem. He was looking to beat all the champions of the games. Marina should convince Meruem to play, and she could kill him. It's possible, but Meruem would probably figure out how to beat her. But it's possible. It really gets up to pure interpretation when you try to argue if character scale to multiversal, because there was a whole debate whether or not Empty Void could actually destroy those dimensions. But oh yeah, like I was saying earlier, like I don't even like when it comes to like the lore stuff, the Flood and the Forerunners isn't the kind of thing that really interests me in Halo. Obviously, like I like them. I like Halo is probably my favorite game series of all time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be power scaling it. But like my favorite things about the Halo is the UNSC versus Covenant conflict. You know, like Admiral Cole. You know, hate like the original trilogy, Halo Reach. Halo Reach is like my favorite Halo thing. So, didn't all that empty void unique scaling just get retconned? Yes, I was just using it as an example. Stop playing Halo. What happened to the Flood? Did they? The Flood is technically still present, at least like in lore. But they haven't been in the games in a while. Well, they were in Halo Wars 2. Oh, I guess that's Argentinian money. Cool. Zeno used Dragon Dive as a distraction, and on a wide scale, we've seen Zeno's Hatsus hit Chrollo, something Hisoka could only do once. Zeno fought Chrollo 2-on-1. Hisoka fought Chrollo 1 on like 50. That's not the same thing. That's not even close to being the same thing. Also, Hisoka hit Chrollo twice. Yeah, that was Dragon Lance, by the way. I think Hisoka beats Chrollo, no prep. Yeah. Prep is unquantifiable, so. Augustine with the with another 50 Argentinian pesos. Could Maharaga beat Chrollo? I believe Maharaga can adapt very well to his arsenal. Fun Cloth is the only reliable one-hit Chrollo has. Yes, I think I think I think it I think Maharaga would beat Chrollo for sure. Even Fun Cloth, because Fun Cloth doesn't destroy Maharaga. Maharaga would still be adapting even after it's sealed. Death Reaper says, "Bro, you're right. It's not close. Those puppets are fodder outside of the explosions. Wait, who? Why are they fodder? Who said they're fodder? Chrollo fought a fair 1v1 against Hisoka? No, he didn't. Chrollo had prep. Chrollo chose the perfect location. What are we talking about? You did Meron versus Akuno wins Gojo versus Netero? I thought about that, but it's not a fair fight. Gojo's ability hard counters Netero. Hisoka should have had a home advantage with Heaven's Arena? No, because Chrollo is also a floor master. They are both floor masters. Puppets are fodder. They get beheaded by base Hisoka, arguably not even using Nen. The puppets were blatantly like overwhelming Hisoka. You just cannot like say that they're fodder. The point of the puppets wasn't even to like defeat Hisoka. They were to distract him so Chrollo could use Sun and Moon. Are you excited for Lilo's new video? He's doing Hisoka versus the Zoldix, right? It's a good topic. Didn't Chrollo just want no chance of losing? Correct. Chrollo definitely became a floor master after Hisoka. I'd like you to prove that, actually. Because you absolutely cannot prove that. Who's more skilled, Toji or Sakamoto? Sakamoto, 100%. Why are you asking me that? You just want me to say that to get the chat mad. They could hold him down at moments, yeah. Because of suffocation and pure numbers, they weren't strong. Yes, but they weren't supposed to be strong. They were supposed to overwhelm him. It was supposed to make it hard for him to actually attack Chrollo. Also, you're using like, oh yeah, you know, he beat them up. Like, there were hundreds of them. There were literally hundreds of them. Hisoka was not allowed to fight Chrollo. He was not even allowed to fight Chrollo because he was fighting hundreds of puppets. Christian puppets are 100% because they're making them change. Yes. That's like saying Sasori versus Chio and Sakura is a 25v2. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The person who I was responding to was saying, "Oh, Zeno hit Chrollo, but Hisoka barely hit Chrollo, so Zeno above Chrollo. Zeno above Hisoka." But the thing is that Chrollo was not using the puppet spam against Zeno, so it's not the same feat. It's the whole thing of the fight with Chrollo and Hisoka was that Chrollo kept spamming puppets, so Hisoka didn't get to close range. Chrollo was a floor master before Hunter exams. Kurapika would know because of the popularity and would have tried fighting him there instead of doing the Hunter's exam. Um, just because he's a floor master, I don't think it's public knowledge he's the leader of the Phantom Troop. Because he doesn't, I don't think he doesn't necessarily know what Chrollo looks like. Even the people in the mafia, you know, people in the criminal underworld they saw Uvogin, they like looked at him in the face and they weren't like, oh my god, that's the legendary Uvogin, head warrior of the Phantom Troop. They looked at him and they tried to fight him with normal guns. So, you know, even like Chrollo can be like a popular figure because he's like a floor master in Heaven's Arena, but that doesn't mean they know that he's the leader of the Phantom Troop. I think he was talking about the AP of Zeno's Dragon Net Attack. It's not. No, he was talking about getting tagged, I believe. How long will this stream be? Probably about an hour and a half-ish. Why would Hisoka need to join the troop to fight him if they were both in Heaven's Arena? Being in Heaven's Arena doesn't automatically mean you can fight whoever you want. Hisoka's not allowed to go up to Chrollo and be like, fight me now, fight me now. You have to schedule a match with your opponent. That's why Hisoka was like, hey, if you beat one person in Heaven's Arena, then me and you can fight. Then me and you can schedule a match. Just pick a day. But you have to pick the same day. And Chrollo could just not do that if he wants to. Castro could give Hisoka a good fight. That means Castro against a Chrollo with double face and no prep time would be closer than people think. Maybe. Hisoka was kind of holding back in that fight, so yeah, you know, I don't know how seriously I could give Castro points there. All of the people who attended the Chimera Ant Arc raid versus red-haired Garo. Red-haired Garo. It's too fast. Alright, I'm going to answer these new 3 chats, and then we're going to get started with the tier list. We got about almost 30 people here. There were plenty of times for Hisoka to tag Chrollo in the fight, especially in the beginning, before he jumps into the crowd. Also, multiple times he knew a sneak attack was coming and could only hit. No, there really wasn't, because they started fighting hand to hand, and Chrollo was using the referee to support him, and then immediately after that, Chrollo runs into the crowd and summons puppets to help him. Also, Hisoka was being extra careful to get into hand-to-hand combat with Chrollo because he knew that Chrollo had Shalnark's needle, and he knew that Chrollo could one-shot him. So Hisoka was being extra careful. Do you think Chrollo's indoor fish are Nen beasts? Yes, they're conjured Nen beasts. Chrollo would figure out Castro's gimmick pretty fast, probably. Him once with bungee gum as a counterattack after sacrificing himself getting hit? Oh, it was a continuation of that. Well, yeah, because he was getting puppet spammed. There was one rep between them, and he jumps into the crowd off a backwards jump before Hisoka can forward sprint him. What made you change your mind on Hisoka versus Chrollo? Okay, this is the last thing I'm answering, and then we're actually getting started. So I was doing research for a video on how strong Hisoka is, and as I was like looking at most of Hisoka's feats, mainly his feats of intelligence, I was like, who's actually smarter between Hisoka and Chrollo? And I like thought really hard about it, and I kind of realized that I think Hisoka is actually smarter than Chrollo. And that's because Chrollo's best feats of intelligence are when he has prep. And I know that doesn't sound like something that would affect your battle IQ, but the thing is that if you have time to think out a plan or think out multiple plans, you're more likely to come up with something more concrete, you know? Like imagine you're a chess master and you've got 3 months to prepare to fight this one guy. You can come up with so many different strategies and like think them through and test them out. Whereas Hisoka didn't get the chance to do that in the fight with Chrollo. He literally went in guns blazing and still like did a bunch of insane shit. And then there's also the fact that current Hisoka is like basically immortal. He's got regeneration. So like the puppet spamming thing will not work on him. And he can just bring himself back to life now. So that's why I have Hisoka over Chrollo. Okay, let's get started with the tier list chat. So we have a good amount of characters here today. So his analysis wasn't even good. He thinks Chrollo's strat is black voice at first, and he thinks the strat is puppet spam, then enhanced. It's not that Hisoka is correct in his analysis, because that's not fair to limit Hisoka. Hisoka is fighting someone that had months and months to think out a perfect plan, to think out the perfect plan. Obviously, Hisoka, who has minutes to maybe even just seconds to think of stuff, is not going to be on the same level of analysis as Chrollo. It's the fact that Hisoka can look at the situation and come up with like two, 3 different possibilities, like multi-level step plans that Chrollo could come up with. Indoor fish is the perfect counter to regen. How does indoor fish counter regen? Indoor fish don't counter regen. So, chat, we think we should start from weakest to strongest or strongest to weakest? Chrollo's literally explaining himself mid-fight, and the strat against Castro wasn't that good either. Took 2 arms to start fighting using Een, which something which even Uvogan uses. No, Hisoka always uses Een. He always uses Een. Most people are saying weakest to strongest. Most people are saying weakest. Oh, by the way, for the people that missed the A-class hero chat, the A-class hero tier list, I will be ranking these characters, you know, based on my opinion. But you know, if people wanted to donate to get their characters higher, then, you know, they could. They definitely could. Machi saw and analyzed the whole strat too while it was happening and still didn't even glaze him for it. Hisoka was holding back. Also, Machi did think it was impressive. Doesn't see him as a major threat to the troop, still threatens him. Alright, I'm gonna name the tiers. It's gonna be like... Yeah. Machi can just underestimate Hisoka, bro. Like, she's just wrong. She's just wrong. Holding back gets his arms ripped off. Yeah, I bet he wanted that to... What? He held his arm out on purpose. Wait. No. That, you're just wrong. You're just wrong about that one. No. Hold on, bro. No. You just took an L. Hisoka let it happen on purpose. Nah, I'm gonna get the panel now just to show you. Hisoka literally let it happen on purpose, bro. That's an L. That's a major L right there. Catastrophic L. Bug got the strongest demon level monster, and people who think otherwise are drinking too much Kool-Aid. Hisoka hired Machi before the fight, yeah. Didn't he get injured twice? You're telling me he did both times were intentional? Yes. Yes. I'm not gonna grab the scan because it takes too long to pull it up. But yes, he literally let it happen twice. Okay, so we'll just call that Calamity. Actually, okay, let's do Meron level. I might make more tiers as we go into it, but this is just to get started. I'm probably gonna stop reading the chats for a minute unless they're donations, just so I can focus on this more. Royal Guard. Then we'll do like above Squadron Leader. Squadron Leader level. Squadron Leader level. Officer Ant level. Greed Island level. And then basic Nen user and hunter. I think that's good. Please rank the list genuinely. Don't get bribed, Lamau. No promises. No promises. Okay, so we'll hunter level. We have exams gone. We have exams Killua, go right above him. Oh, also I guess let's do an unknown. We'll do unknown level. Characters that are like unquantifiable. He's clearly taken surprise by Castro's strat. Hisoka says that Castro's strategies were all part of his calculations. He literally says that right after he gets his arm ripped off. Says that was part of my calculations. Pito is a fraud and a bum. Alright. My man is hating. Who else is like basic hunter level? Just normal, like normal strongman. Exams Karapika is probably below Gon. Well, maybe not. I think no. Karapika's got, I think, better feats in his backstory chapter. There's a backstory chapter about Karapika, by the way, where he like one punches some normal people. I guess not that impressive, but. And then Exams Leorio's definitely the weakest. I think that's basic Nen user level. So we have Arena Gon. We have Arena Killua. Who else is, you know? Oh, Zushi. Zushi's below them, but he's above Hunter level because he didn't go full power against Killua. Hanzo is probably somewhere in this tier. Hanzo is at least like stronger than Hunter Killua. I guess I put him there, right? He does have Nen now, and he does have his own Nen ability, so he's probably stronger than they were back then. Gyro is above Zushi, but below Gon. Augustine in the Bobobo from Greed Island is the king of fodder. Who is Bobobo? Who is Bobobo? Okay, I'm going to do this tier, and then I'm going to take a small bathroom break, chat. I'm going to finish this tier and do a small bathroom break. By the way, Augustine, thank you for the 20 pesos. Like I said, chat, I'm probably mainly going to be answering donos so I can focus a little bit more on the list. Who else is basic Nen user level? Cortopi? Topi's somewhere in this tier. I don't know. He's somewhere here. Is anyone here? Oh, Canary. Canary, like, easily beat a... Actually, no, Canary does have Nen, so she's probably above Killua. Yeah, she'd probably go there. Anyone else here just like basic bare bones Nen user tier? don't think. I don't think there is. I think everyone else here I can probably come up with something to say. All right then. So I'm gonna. Okay, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the list, um, I'm gonna take a small bathroom break. I'll be back in like 4 or 5 minutes, chat. All right. We will be back. I'll be right back, chat. All right, chat. I'm back. I don't need to wear my headset. All right. Chrollo gets 4 random net abilities to steal, plus 14% to all stats. Thank you for the 5 JJJ as always. I will remember that when we get to Chrollo. but we are not on Chrollo yet. So I will remember that. In fact, you know, it's perfect. It's perfect because this tier list has 2 Chrollos. So we'll use Prep Chrollo and we'll use Normal Chrollo. So Prep Chrollo gets 4 random net abilities and 14% to all stats. Okay, so basic net user. Yeah, I mean, this is fine then. Now Greed Island level. We don't need York New Gone and York New Killua. They did technically get stronger, but not by very much, and they didn't learn any new abilities. Greed Island level, we'll do Greed Island Gone. Oh, that's Chimera Ant Art Killua. Then Greed Island Killua. JJJ sounds good. Also, I'm not going to be as active. Got assignments due tonight. Valid. Gotta add Pakul and Ponzu to basic Nen user, especially Ponzu. I'll get to them in a little bit. Uvo is homeless. Thank you for the 2. Uvo has a home in the grave, so he's chilling. Okay. No Needleless Killua on the list. This is Needleless Killua from Chimera and Arc. We don't have like with needle and without needle. This is Killua without the needle. Okay, Greed Island level. Gone and Killua. Then I think we can find base form Bisky is probably below them. Who you got, Hisoka or Homelander? Probably Hisoka. I mean, Homelander is underrated, but Hisoka is probably too fast, too intelligent. Yeah, no. Who you got, Adult Gone or Netero? Adult Gone. Netero could possibly win in a straight up fight, but I got I'd say Adult Gone is stronger. Hisoka's fingers on his left hand is broken. Thank you for the 2 JJJJ, and also thank you for the 2 Fabri Mati. I think that's how you pronounce that. Once again, we'll get to Hisoka. We're still on the Greed Island tiers. Let's see. There's a couple weaker Chimera Ants that'll probably go in this tier. Oh, so Pakunoda probably at the bottom of this tier. Pakunoda was able to like beat up Gon and Killua during this arc. To be honest, she could even go down here, but I'll be nice to the Phantom Troop fanboys. We'll put her in Greed Island level. She was able to beat up this version of Gon and Killua, but obviously Gon and Killua get way stronger. So she unfortunately gets power cliffed. Tezgura is above Gon and Killua for the most part, but he lacks their talent and kind of gets rusty. So that's why they did better than him against Razor. Garenu is probably below Tezgura. I don't remember him really doing anything. I guess I'd put him even below Gon and Killua, but probably above Bisky. Base form Bisky at least. Might even be over-exaggerating it. But Garenu was one of the stronger Greed Island players. Who else? Garenu got a shot in against Razor? Yeah, he did. Some of the weaker Chimera Ants probably go down here. Mosquito. These two could even go down here. It doesn't really matter. Mosquito and Centipede were some of the few Chimera Ants that never got Nen. They lost to Gon and Killua pretty shortly after Greed Island arc. Now, Gon and Killua did get stronger, so you could be like, oh, they got stronger, so Centipede and Mosquito might have been stronger than them during Greed Island, but it doesn't really matter. They'd just be in this tier. They'd probably beat Biscuit and Pakunoda, but the other ones are a little more debatable. Kaluto? Nah, Kaluto will be a little higher. Kaluto's a little underrated, in my opinion. Quick question though, do you think Gon is a calamity, possibly possessed by Pap? No. No, I don't think so. Gon is all human, and that's important narratively speaking, because Gon in the Chimera Ant arc is supposed to represent like how despicable and how far humanity will go to accomplish their goals. Genthru would probably be like low officer ant level, probably above these guys. You can probably get started with officer ant level 2. Tompa with the 8th Gate of Death versus Base Meruem. Base Meruem. Is there any other Greed Island tier characters? They don't have all the Chimera Ants here. Actually, I guess so. We can put Pell in there. Pell's a Chimera Ant peon. So he's weaker than these guys. Shalnark. So like I'll put Shalnark higher. Where's Shalnark? Shalnark, physically speaking, is like there. It's like here. That's Shalnark just based on his physical strength. First Form Biscuit is probably a little higher. It's kind of implied she's holding back throughout the entire arc and does better than Tezgura and Dodgeball. No, Tezgura got caught off guard, and Biscuit is weaker than Biscuit in her base form is weaker than Genthru's friend. Even Killua did better. Guess we can start with Officer Ant level. Pretty much all the Officer Ants will go here. Ramot. As much as I don't want to. Yo, I joined the $50 Patreon and didn't hear about this. It's not real, man. There is no $50 Patreon. Thanks for the 5 though, Raptor. Much appreciated. You're not supposed to tell people about the Patreon. It's a secret. Can you turn stream volume up? Yeah, I can do that. How's the volume now, chat? Is the volume good, chat? Owl did pretty good against Gone, all things considered. So did Bat. Probably did better than Ramot would do. Really? More? Louder still? Chat, how's the volume sound, chat? Snake got folded like a shoelace. But he's still pretty tough, I guess. He's still a Chimera Ant. Chat, how does it sound? How's it sound? When's the Count Orlok scaling coming out? I'm never watching that movie ever again. You will never catch me watching Nosferatu ever again. All right, I'll turn the volume up more, guys. I just don't want like y'all to hear stuff in the background. All right, I turned it up quite a bit. I hope it's okay. Okay, Officer Ant level. Officer Ant level. Who else here is like Officer Ant level? Now that we're getting to the higher tiers, I will start like reading the chats more focused. I mainly wanted to get through the low tiers pretty easily. So if people want to argue now's the time. I swear I just saw Kaluto. Where's Kaluto? Okay, Kaluto would be above them. This ant is technically not unnamed. This ant is named Small Beetle. But he's like pretty trash by other Chimera Ant standards. Low key, Kaluto might get pieced up by Owl. Who's the bigger freak, Count Orlok or Hisoka? 100% Orlok, bro. Like, Hisoka's freaky, but like, bro, like that Nosferatu movie like had me like tweaking in the theater. Like, I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave like right away. Had me tweaking out. I knew from the moment the movie started that it was gonna be one of those kinds of movies. This random ant that fought Benolanov. This is whatever, feetless ant. Maybe Miluki, but unfortunately he's entirely feetless. Miluki is a Zoldyck, so he can open the testing gate. Karapika and Gon couldn't do that. So Miluki's pretty strong. Loki tanked an attack from Bodo. Yeah, but Benolanov is not that strong either. That's more of an L for Benolanov. Like I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, y'all, do you see this Chimera Ant and think he's like, bro? I think that like bro, I think like Rocky Balboa. I think Mike Tyson could beat up this ant, bro. Like, you gonna tell me that this guy is beating Mike Tyson? Ant no dipped Ponzu. Put some respect on his name. How far is Count Orlok getting in the Hunter exam? By the way, we did meet our goal. We did meet our goal, but half of those came from what's his name? Augustine, who was not meeting the donation requirements. I'll probably still stream on Wednesday, but another tier list on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know how Augustine was reaching the donation requirements, because the donation requirements for the goal was like $2. He was donating 5 cents a piece. Boki or Boku, whatever his name is, he's a manipulator ant, so he's probably one of the weaker ones. Gorilla, let's just headcanon, he's really strong for the Finks fanboys. Looking at this list just reminds me of how little feats the troop has, and it makes me so mad. Yeah. Pike is probably is actually really strong. Pike's little web thing was strong enough to restrain squadron leader ants. So he's actually got a really good ability. Low key, I'm beating the gorilla ant. You know, you see, like that's the thing. Like I feel like I could win that fight. You know. Then we can find Shizuku. Shizuku beat Pike. So she can go right there. Melioron is peon level. So Melioron goes down there with Pell. Is there anyone else that's that low? It's low tier. I don't think so. Yunju was a squadron leader. Genthru is not officer N level. Ramot could survive a John Ken from Gone without Nen. With Nen, he beats Genthru even without his theme song playing. Oh, even when his theme song is playing. Genthru did get caught off guard, but Genthru's at the bottom of the tier. So I think he loses to Ramot. What about Shalnark with his needle in himself? We'll rank him in a little bit. I just ranked Shalnark, like base Shalnark physically, but Shalnark can technically beat stronger people, I guess. Answer the question in depth. Which question? No, I'm not answering that in depth. Okay, actually, Count Orlok will turn into a shadow form. And his shadow form can like traverse like through walls and stuff, and so he'll just like shadow form into the end of the Hunter exams and win. Genthru was also massively holding back, yeah. Hina is another just random kind. I think there's too many ants up here. Especially Hina. Hina didn't even have a fight. I don't think she should go up there. I guess we can get started on Squadron Leader level. Chimera and Arcone is pretty strong. Chimera and Arcone beat this guy and this guy at the same time, even with a disadvantage, and he was holding back. Killua, same reasons. One shots Officer Ants like it's no big deal. True form Bisky. I'll come back to her later. Shoot implied he's above Gon. Whether he's stronger than Killua or not is debatable. Prof low-key might be an alien, bro. I'm just like a freak. I'm just a mutant concocted in a laboratory. Knuckle above them all. If we go by databook stats, Wing would also be there. I don't think going off of databook stats alone is valid. Is Killua above Gon because of Godspeed? No, base Killua is above base Gon. Okay, who else here do I think is Squadron Leader level? Oh, I guess let's do the Squadron Leaders. Zazan. Zazan's low-key. Base form Zazan is low-key getting cooked by all these guys. How? Killua just has better feats against Officer Chimera Ants. Killua's more skilled. Killua has Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt is just OP. Garenu is stronger than Tezgura. My Duke Garenu hit Razor and could react to an attack from Razor. Garenu even has Cat Emperor Time? What is Cat Emperor Time? Garenu got fear hacked by Razor though, so. Also, hitting Razor is a questionable feat to say the least. Especially considering Tezgura actually survived the attack. Whereas Garenu basically knew he was going to die. Finks. I would put Finks above. Okay, I'm just gonna put Finks above Killua, but below Knuckle. Low key though, no, I don't even believe that. I'll put Finks above Gon and Shoot, but Shoot with his ability to fly with one hand. Yeah, no, we're gonna rank upgraded Shoot also. We'll rank him separately. Palm above base Killua, that's also true. Although to be fair, he didn't use Thunderbolt on her. So where is Go? There's Palm. Palm, we'll just put her above him. She is above him physically. But the thing is just being above him physically doesn't mean you're actually stronger than he is. He's got Thunderbolt. I don't think Palm is stronger than Finks. I don't even think. I think, yeah, no, okay, no, this is good. This is good. Isn't that only with her hair form? Well, yeah, but she can just use her hair form. Um, G2 is actually pretty strong. I think G2 would go like there. I feel like anyone Kilo can beat, Gon can beat, but they would just have different strategies. Hold on, chat. I gotta take an important phone call. So I'll be right back, chat. All right, chat. We're back. Got 2 more donos. Nabito Zenin could beat the Dark Chimera Ants because he has Falling Blossom Emotion that counters sure hit attacks. Possibly. That might be how it works. Base form Biscuit is stronger than Tuskura. Dude, the guy couldn't even see the ball. No, he was caught off guard. At least I think so. I'm fairly sure he was caught off guard. Alright, I do have things to do, so we're going to try to hurry things along. We're going to do Squadron Leader tier and above Squadron Leader tier at the same time. So, Morel, we're just going to go as we find characters. Morel. No, Tezguro says he can't see the ball. I need to go double check and see. I haven't read it in a long time. I think Godspeed Killua is above Morel. Enraged Gone. Yeah, I'm just going to go down the list now. I'm just going to go down the list. I think that's better than going weakest to strongest. Adult Gone. It's obviously Meruem level. Pretty clear cut. Prime Netero is weird. True Form Bisky is weird. We'll come back to the characters in the weird territory. Rusty Netero is weird, but, you know, in shape Netero, we can go there. Poor Man's Rose. I'm not going to rank that. Beyond Netero was implied to be strong enough that Netero wanted to fight him. And Netero only wants to fight really strong people. So, be there. Saridnik is weird. Leonor Derv is feetless. Razor is weird. Wing is feetless. Jing is implied to be above Hisoka. So, top tier. Pariston is weird. Kite is probably above Squadron Leader level. Pito thinks that the Squadron Leaders are average, but that Kite is strong. So, Kite should be above Squadron Leader level. Then again, well, that was before the Squadron Leaders learned Nen abilities. Maybe he is a little lower. I'll come back to that. Menchie's feetless. Nov is relative to Morel. Shoot with his like limits broken. Shoot with his limits broken. Is probably like above Kite. I don't know. No. Right below Kite. But probably Shoot with his limits broken is probably up here. I don't know where, but he'd probably be up here. Going off of portrayal and statements, Razor should be near the top. I'll get to why Razor's weird near the end. Ponzu. I don't even know if Ponzu learned Nen. Kite beat the Frog, who was a squad leader. That was not a squad leader. Does Ponzu even know Nen? I think she implied she could beat Leorio in a physical confrontation. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. No. Tampa said she was trashed, actually. Tampa said Leorio would win. Pockle is able to defeat Peon Chimera Ants. So he would go there. Hanzu wrote a Nen message. Shoot, made Yuppie go to the defensive even if for a moment. Pretty cracked. Yuppie went on to the defensive because he was cautious, not because Shu was strong. He was just overly cautious. I guess she did learn Nen. But I don't know if that means she's as strong as these people. Or how good she was with Nen. So I'll just put her in the unknown. Yuppie also walked past Shoot. Yeah, he thought it was trash. Castro's weird. Currently Oreo's feetless. Emperor Time Kurapika will go. So Emperor Time Kurapika. Actually, I'll just cover this now. Emperor Time Kurapika, I think would beat up Chrollo in a fight. Now, I think that there are certain people lower that Kurapika might not beat. Like, I think Kurapika might not beat Morel. I think Kurapika might not beat Kite. Kurapika might not beat Chitu. You get the idea. But because I want everybody to know that Kurapika beats Chrollo, I'm gonna put Kurapika over Chrollo. Put all the Zodiacs too, I guess. So the Zodiac Kurapika doesn't have any feats. So the Zodiacs say they are above Morel. Pion might not apply. Sacho might not apply. Kanzai is the one who made the statement, so he definitely applies. The reason I put Gil up here is because she was able to react to Kanzai and kind of blitz him. So she'd go there. Botobai, similar reasons, though he didn't blitz Kanzai. He's implied to be one of the stronger members. Sayu is a martial arts master. He also blitzed Kanzai. Ginta did the same thing. Cheadle is a non-combat member. Cluck is a non-combat member. Mizai Stom also was faster than Kanzai. Above Squadron Leader tier is getting a little big. We know that some of the Zodiacs have non-combat abilities, so a few of them would be weaker than Morel. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say they're all above Morel. Maha and Zig are featless. Silva Zoldyck is weaker than Chrollo. Zeno Zoldyck is also weaker than Chrollo, but stronger than his son. Kikyo Zoldyck took out Canary. So maybe she'd go there. I don't know. I don't think her specific placement matters. Maha fought Prime Netero. We don't know if it was Prime Netero, and we don't know how good Maha did. Maha is at least a Netero level? No. Just because you fight someone doesn't mean you're equals. And we don't know what stage of his life Netero was in. Gocho's weird. Sabune is weird. Amane is weird. I'm going to come back to all the people in the weird camp. Alec is weird. Nautic is weird. Illumi is probably weaker than his dad. I go into detail in the top 20 strongest Hunter x Hunter characters video. So check that out too. But, I mean, I guess I should put Uvogan up here to explain why. But I think that, yeah, above Squadron Leader tier is getting a little big. Let's do Nen Master. We'll call this Zodiac. This is the Zodiac tier. So Nen Master tier. I'm going to put these guys. Yeah, I think this is good. Illumi is Hisoka level. Yeah, he is. He is on Hisoka level, but they're not equals. We know Netero survived the fight with Maha. That implies Maha was a formidable opponent for Netero. No, it doesn't. It just means they fought and he didn't die. Hisoka. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, by the way, I think Hisoka beats Kurapika. And I think Hisoka also beats Chrollo. So I'm going to put him up there. Okay, so we need to rank the version of Chrollo that JJJJJ donated $5 for. So JJJJ donated for Chrollo to get 4 random Nen abilities. So I'm going to wave my mouse around on the screen 4 times, and he'll get those 4 Nen abilities. So Chrollo gets... So Chrollo can act like a snake. Okay, he's got snake biology. Cool. Chrollo can... He has assassin skills. He can shoot like a... Actually, she doesn't have Nen. Maybe she does, but we don't know. We don't know her ability. Okay, let's try that again. Chrollo has... we don't know her ability. Chrollo has... he has the 3 monkeys technique, which means he can, like, blind people. That's pretty good. Chrollo has... He has the poor man's rose. So he's got a nuclear bomb. Okay. He's got 1 more ability. He has... John Ken. He's got Gon's John Ken. And then he's got plus 14% to his stats. But that doesn't matter because he has the poor man's rose. So he would just destroy... He would nuclear bomb everyone. York knew Kurapika was physically stronger than Uvogin. No, he was not. Uvogin broke his arm with 1 punch. What are you talking about? What on earth are you talking about? Full power Uvogin broke Kurapika's arm. Kurapika was not stronger. Nuke is not a Nen ability. I think that is a reroll. Okay, fine. He has Hina's ability to be a Nen exorcist, which is trash. But he has the 4 monkeys. The 3 monkeys, I mean. He's got John Ken. And he's got plus 14% stats. I think that would beat Hisoka. Because he could just blind Hisoka. What is Hisoka going to do about that? And then he also voted for a Hisoka with 1 hand, all the fingers are broken. So we'll put Hisoka, a hypothetical fingers broken Hisoka there. Bro got the ability to get pregnant for real. Machi. Man. I'll come back to Machi. Phaeton is above squadron leader level. I've said this before. Above Morel. Now below Morel. Morel has better feats against squadron leaders. They both know, like, could beat squadron leaders. She's pretty confident she can beat Hisoka. Yeah, but how much does she actually, like, know about Hisoka's true powers? Franklin. I'll come back to Franklin. Nobunaga. I think he'd be on the lower end of squadron leader level. Because I think he's way above the people in officer level. Prof, remember the buff to Chrollo? I did do it. I did the buff. He's right here. This is Prep Chrollo. This is JJJJ Amp Chrollo. And this is JJJJ Nerf Hisoka. Raihan can be considered Merom level. He just needed to read Kite's book about the Chimera Ants, create a Predator for Merom and GG. No, because Predator only works on complicated abilities. It doesn't work on simple things. Muro kind of hard counters Phaeton a little bit, yeah. Not ranking Pain Packer. Bonolenov. I think Bonolenov would beat base Zazan. But he ain't above Chimera and Arcgone. Ain't no way. Not on my foams. Do you think Hisoka doesn't care to fight Illumi because he's not as strong? Actually, hold up. A whole hand being broken is kind of a massive nerf. There's no way a whole hand being broken Hisoka is beating these guys. In fact, with a whole hand broken, I don't even know if he's beating Uvogin. One-armed Hisoka versus Uvogin? Nah. Yo, low-key, hold on. Oh, nope. Bro, honestly, Uvogin is so strong. Uvogin is so freaking strong, bro. Knuckle hard counters Phaeton. A little bit. Yeah, he kind of does. But Knuckle also has a harder time with certain opponents. This list is kind of overall. One day I'll probably do like a Hunter x Hunter, like who beats who type thing. But, you know, there's counter matchups. So I can't in good faith put Knuckle higher than Phaeton. Because that's just like a good matchup. But Uvogin is just so strong, bro. I didn't realize how strong the one hand nerfed was. You know, losing a whole hand is kind of a crazy nerf if you think about it. We'll come back to Shalnark. Pre-Rose Meruem. I think pre-Rose Meruem is below Adult Gone. But I think post-Rose is above Adult Gone. Kamugi is a normal person. Could Netero beat the Deep Sea King? I'm not going to answer that because I might do a video about that. I'm not going to rank base Pito. Normal Pito is Royal Guard level. Obviously, that's what the name is called. I'm not going to rank Postmortem. Not going to rank Pre-Nen. Either of you guys. We've got Nen Poof. And we've got Nen Yuppie. Rage form Zazan. I think Rage form Zazan will go like right there. Do you think Pito is stronger than Netero? She is physically stronger, but Netero would win if they actually had a fight. Colt is feetless. Lael depends. He's only really good if you fight him underground. If you fight him on the surface, he kind of sucks. People compare the punch that Gon hit people with using his Hatsu to Meruem normal tail hit. Oh, I don't know what you mean by that. Welfin, kind of feetless. Same with Bloster. And then Knuckle and Shoot versus Uvogin. Left eye is blind. Probably Knuckle and Shoot, if I'm being honest. I think they've got a really good matchup against Uvogin, though. But, like, I mean, like, the thing is like, 2v1 for anyone is crazy. 2v1 in Hunter x Hunter is crazy. Would he be able to defend against Pito Post-mortem Nen? Probably. Leol is similar to Chrollo. His abilities... his abilities can change everything. We just don't know... It's just too unknown, whereas Chrollo actually has really good physical stats. And then... Ian. Now... I guess let's go over these guys a little bit more. But does anyone have questions about the tier list so far? Getting jumped in Hunter x Hunter is rough. True. Yeah, it is. You know, like, abilities matter a lot in Hunter x Hunter. So when you're getting 2v1'd, you're fighting two different abilities. Are the hands even going to harm Pito aside from Zero Hand? Yes, eventually they will do damage to Pito. After like 1,000 hits, they started to do damage to Meruem, and Meruem is way stronger than Pito, so they're for sure doing some damage. It might take a little while, but they do some damage. I'm gonna add another tier. We'll do like normal person, normal human being. Where here prep Chrollo random 4 Nen abilities? I'm guessing you mean what were his 4 Nen abilities. He got John Ken. He got Snake. He got Snake's Nen ability, and his ability is being a snake. He got the 3 monkeys technique. And I don't remember what the other ability he got was. Chat, does anyone remember the other ability he got? I just put him high because he got John Ken. Yeah, I'm not gonna rank pre-Nen Pito. York New Gone doesn't really matter. Wing? Wing would at least be above Zushi, obviously, but it's impossible to rank him higher. Things should be with Phaeton. They are like yin and yang. Both can beat Zazan, and Finks counters Phaeton with one-hit wonder. Finks' physical feats are just really bad. Yeah, Phaeton has way better physical feats. York New Killua. Hina. Okay, so Razor. Here's the thing about Razor. People love to say Razor is like a top tier. People love to jerk off Razor. Call him like above Hisoka level and whatnot. But the thing is that Razor ultimately lost. Razor struggled with this version of Gon. And Razor also didn't one-shot this guy. He struggled with this Gon, this Killua, and this Tezgura. So, why are we putting him up here, but we're putting Genthru down here? Because Genthru also beat these people. Like, Genthru beat them, and Razor also beat them. But why does Genthru get this treatment, and Razor gets this treatment? You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm, like, putting down right now? You should do a Hunter x Hunter drip tier list and have Finks up on top with his Gucci tracksuit. Razor using a volleyball instead of his Hatsu could be a nerf to his ability. No, Razor says they're just as powerful. I'm just hesitant to say Razor's a top tier. Now I'll do it for the fans, but he's below the Nen Master tier, but I'm gonna put him in the same tier as Uvogan. Lynn or Derv, she was a partner of Netero in his prime, no less, when he went to the Dark Continent. I think in her peak, we're just gonna assume that she's like a fighter, because we're gonna assume she's a fighter because like she might have been like a healer or something that helped Netero in his battles or something. But we'll assume she was a fighter. She has to be like above the Zodiacs, I think. Like to be like a partner and help out, and to help out on the Dark Continent. You're downplaying Razor a lot. He's the Vogan for emitters. He divided his power into still fight like a. I'm not gonna say that. It doesn't matter. The thing is that the people he fought were so weak. He fought Gon, Killua, and Tezgura in base form Bisky. And then Hisoka, you can just say Hisoka's holding back. Doesn't Finks think he's impressive and he can damage Hisoka or make him bleed? Well, Hisoka could be holding back. And I still put him above Finks. I'm just saying I don't understand how you can say Razor is a top tier, but Genthru is trash. I don't understand it. Enraged Gon is unquantifiable. Prime Netero, you can't say Hisoka was holding back. Why not? He broke his fingers. Okay, Gon broke Illumi's arm. Does that mean Gon is physically stronger than full power Illumi, or was Illumi just holding back? Prime Netero, obviously above his old man form. Saridnik, feetless, unfortunately. True form Biscuit is she was able to beat up base Killua before he took the needle out. Palm beat up base Killua after he took the needle out. I think this placement is good for Biscuit because, yeah, because I think Killua had a better chance at fighting Shoot than he did against Biscuit. But she also just doesn't have very many good feats other than that. And then Killua just got stronger. So he might not lose to her for real. And also, he couldn't use his electricity. So yeah, I guess you'd go there. Old man Rusty Netero is still low-key at top tier. He was bored by Hisoka, and he's stated to be stronger than Jing. He's stated to be the strongest hunter in the data book. So there. I'm not going to rank poor man's Rose. Machi has no feats, but she is implied to be on par with the other like fighters of the Phantom Troop and above the non-combats. So she should probably be below like the main combat fighters, like Nobunaga and Finks. She's up there. Peristin is a Zodiac, so he might be above Morel, but he's a non-combat guy. As far as we know, we don't know his ability yet. Illumi got tortured as a kid. Gon breaking his arm was nothing to him in the context of different. Hisoka breaking his fingers is because he got overpowered. Well, wait. Hisoka holds back to have fun in his fights. So what if he held back? So, like, Razor would be a harder time. To make it more interesting. Zodiac, but non-combat type. Menchie was a hunter examiner, but she didn't do anything. Franklin is relative to Nobunaga. They swapped hands before the York New City arc. Cheadle is a non-combat type. Subone thinks she can knock out base Killua. So she's probably... Like, Subone, Palm, and Biscuit are all around the same level. They're all, like, able to beat up base Killua. I think that's fair. But Killua is above them still, because he has, like, his electricity abilities. Nanika is I guess, a dark continent creature. Ponzu, she does know Nen. So she's probably above, like, Exams Karapika, maybe? But below Annie Zoldyck. Aluka is a normal child. Zodiac Karapika is feetless. Leorio does know a good amount of Nen. So he's probably above the normal people. Autopilot Shalnark is like low squadron leader tier for one-shotting his officer. Castro... I sneeze, chat. Castro... I don't know where to put Castro. I really don't know where to put him. Because we don't really know how much... We don't know how much he was holding back. Or how much Hisoka was holding back. Yeah, no, we don't know how much he was holding back. I can't rank him in good faith. I'm not going to rank Pain Packer. I'm not going to rank Welfin. Scarlet Karapika, no. Colt, no. Leol, no. Blaster, no. Pion, no. Sacho, no. Look, I'll rank Maha. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to rank Maha. We don't know when he fought. We don't know when he fought Netero. But Zig was a team member of Netero, of the pure Paladin squad, just like Lin or Derv. So I feel like he has to be at least that strong. Stronger than your average Zodiac. Amane is feetless. Goto fought a holding back Hisoka. Not ranking, not ranking, not ranking. And then Komugi is a normal child. Or not child, normal small adult. That's the list, I guess. Oh. How old was Komugi? Komugi was a grown woman. Probably like in her 20s or 30s. Amane powered behind the DBZ Slayer, true. That's why he's up here. Top of the list. Probably has hella aura reserves. We don't know how much aura it takes to power Subone's little ship thingy. We're going to end things in probably like 5-10 minutes, chat. Bruh, no prep Chrollo beats Hisoka and Karapika? No. The pecking order... The pecking order is Hisoka, then Kurapika, then Chrollo. That's the pecking order. Hisoka might even be higher, if I'm being honest. At least give Maha Zodiac? No. No prep Chrollo held his own against the two strongest Zoldycks. I think Hisoka would do better. Look, I've got Hisoka above them too. I just think Hisoka would do better. Hisoka's just that guy. Chrollo's getting low diffed by Kurapika. I wouldn't say low diff. Just checking in which tier are Knuckle and Shoot. They're over here in Squadron Leader tier. I can't wait for the new manga chapters to come out. True. Same. IMO, there are scenarios where Chrollo could beat them both with no prep, but more often than not, they'd beat him. I mean, yeah, I agree. I think Chrollo would win sometimes, but I just think Hisoka is above. Where's Postmortem Hisoka ranked? Right here. Right above Kurapika. Hisoka thinks Illumi is worthy for him, and the narrative shows Zeno and Silva are superior to... So Hisoka... No. The narrative never said that Zeno and Silva are above Illumi. That is literally never ever shown or stated. Since Hisoka's prediction during Dork New have only 2 verses and say that he would reign supreme, losing half his limbs, I assume that he was going to win that fight if he could use Nen. Maybe, but that doesn't matter because you can change the future. Oma beating that Illumi fraud. I don't know. I'm only on chapter 40. All right, chat. We are going to wrap things up in about 5 minutes. Just to clarify again, if people want to ask any questions. Silva is the head of the Zoldycks. That could be a wisdom thing. It doesn't have to be who's the strongest. It's never stated that the head of the Zoldycks is the strongest one. That's never stated. Heck, I think Zeno was stronger than Silva. He's not the head. Illumi needs to fight somebody. He might lose to Kaluto. I mean, who knows? Maybe. Chrollo and Silva have a rivalry. Why would Chrollo let Silva's son, who is stronger than him, join the troop? What does that have to do with Illumi being stronger than him? The reason Chrollo is letting him in the troop is, I'm assuming, to help them defeat Hisoka. Do you think Hisoka can one-shot G2? Yes. What do you think would happen if Beyond was in the Chimera Ant arc? He beats up everyone except the Royal Guards. I feel like the gap between Gon and Godspeed should be bigger. Bro, he's a whole tier above. Kill was all the way up here. Gon's down here. They were on good terms for Chrollo to hire him? Yeah, Chrollo and Hisoka Chrollo and Illumi have no bad blood. Castro is Uvogan level? They are both not seen as interesting opponents. That's not how that works, bro. That's like saying, oh, Leorio isn't seen as an interesting opponent. That means he's on par with Uvogan. I think it's stated they don't trust him, and he reassured them he's in it for the job he's hired to do. Yeah, he was hired by Hisoka. Hisoka paid him for them to fight. Hisoka was interested in Castro's potential. Yeah. Chrollo wouldn't let Illumi in the troop, especially with an insane net ability that could manipulate him if he didn't think he could easily defeat him. You can't prove that. Chrollo and Illumi literally worked together before. You're just making an assumption that Chrollo would make up. You're assuming how Chrollo thinks, and that's just impossible. So we all know Prep Chrollo gets washed by Hisoka. I wouldn't say washed. I think it's a close fight. I think it's a very minute difference. But yeah, Hisoka takes that. All right, chat. We are going to call it a day now. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will probably go live on Wednesday because technically the goal was reached, but most of them came from Augustin, who was donating like 5 cents at a time. So I'll just round it up and say that it counts. So yeah, we'll go live on Wednesday or Friday, and also by then there will be a new video out. So stay tuned for Chrollo versus Kurapika because that's dropping this week. So 5-cent donations are good, but you need to fix that. I don't know how. It's because he's donating it in a different currency. I mean, it's fine. I appreciate it. It's just weird how YouTube recognizes it as a full donation. All right. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.